What a great day to go bird watching. That's a black-capped Norwegian chode choker. My goodness. Is that it? Is that it? It's a fat-breasted mattress thrasher. Oh, those are rare. Is that even a bird? It's a paraglider. It's just two homeless-looking brown guys in an ambiguously gay position. Oh, they look like they smell horrible. Okay, what does it say? Ham ass? Hamas? I can't tell what the side says. Let me see if I can see it better with this. We're gonna do things risky crisky, I think that's how you say it, style, where I just stand in the woods and talk in front of the camera with all my stuff on. I don't know if he shoots or not. One of the comments that we get the most is why we're not training in full decked out camo, uniforms, all that stuff. And so that inspired the title Overt versus Covert, because I feel like with current events and what's going on now, especially with the Israel stuff and Hamas and the footage of those concert goers with the paragliders coming in and all that stuff, like, the best situation you can get in is where you have time to prep and you have a whole team and plethora of people and supplies and you can get all uniformed up so you know what everybody looks like. But if you're fighting on your own turf, in people's backyards and in the streets of your hometown and stuff like that, being decked out full uniform military regalia is probably not the best way to go. So me personally, I'm a husband, I'm a father, so I'm probably going to be rocking dad clothes 99% of the time. I don't have time to, armed conflict, crazy stuff happening, doo-doo hits the fan, let me go home and change and put on my uniform real quick. I'm going to rock what I got on. It's all about the training, not about the equipment or the clothes. Overt versus covert. I love wearing cool guy stuff, all my kit and all my gear, and it is important to train in that kind of stuff, but realistically, something bad happens, you're not going to get a heads up on it. So you're pretty much going to be fighting on what you got on. Not only that, but there are benefits to being covert in what you're doing. A lot of urban, city, or semi-rural areas, like I said earlier, you're not going to want to be in a full uniform. You're going to stand out. And so, like right now, aside from my rifle, all I'm wearing is my chest rig, because that's something that you can easily carry in your vehicle or in a bag. Slip that thing on, and then I've just got a cheap Walmart jacket that I throw over the top. And yeah, if you're up close and if I got it open, you can definitely spot the rifle. But I mean, if I need to ditch that in a bush somewhere, and yeah, I look like a well-endowed, big-chested woman, but I can also loosen this, slide this down. You can go to inconspicuous pretty easy if you need to disappear in plain sight. So these are just some ideas to think about, and realistically, what's more likely to happen. One of the main reasons for this video and this channel in general has never been, hey, you're dumb, let me teach you how to do it exactly like this. This channel has always been about opening a dialogue with the viewers and sharing experiences, but also learning from you guys. And one of the other things that I want to push in this video is a tactic that I want feedback on. And that is a like-minded, concerned citizen code word. And obviously, if everyone knows said code word, it's not a code word anymore. But I guess what I'm trying to say is, like, active shooter scenario, say, it's out of school, whatever, and law enforcement comes in there. And the first cop goes in, and he's looking for work, doing his thing, and then more additional officers show up, and more often than not, they'll call out blue, 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 blue. That means, like, hey, good guys here, don't shoot my ass. So I've just been kind of bouncing an idea around. I want to know y'all's feedback on it, because y'all seen in previous videos, like, we're trying to build a community of concerned citizens, and we're very welcoming of law enforcement and military. I'm not knocking them in any way. One of our best buds that we train with out here is law enforcement, but I want to try and set up a community that is outside military and law enforcement, so it's like a backup. Hopefully y'all can read in between the lines on that. Hopefully you're smart enough for that. So I want to know y'all's feedback on what, like, is the concept itself sound? Is it a good idea to come up with some sort of phrase or whatever, what have you, that represents where we are on the same page? To where almost like a bad situation goes down and you don't know who that guy is over there and he's got a gun, but y'all are both concerned citizens, say y'all are both members of this community, you just don't know each other, you haven't met. Something that you can call out to where he'll be like, oh, okay, alright, I don't have to smoke him. I don't know. It's just an idea. Food for thought. Y'all let me know down in the comment section below. Tell me if that's a good idea, a bad idea. Some other ideas for that. One of our viewers, I believe it was Swamp Syndicate, shout out to Swamp. He left a comment talking about how every member of his family, they all wear the same colored bandana on an article of clothing or like on their backpacks and stuff when they travel, that it's recognizable from a distance. I mean, we've seen stuff like that in the Ukraine conflict, where they're wearing like blue tape, yellow tape, red tape, just something that signifies what team you play for on the battlefield. So a similar concept to that, but a little bit different. I don't know. I might be being a little too extra on this one, but like I said, it's just an idea. Y'all let me know what you think. One of the other things us dads do is look at ghetto ways to save money. And if you run a carbine in your vehicle and you don't want to carry a whole bunch of extra kit, cardboard and a whole bunch of duct tape and electrical tape. As you can see, this is name brand. It says it right here, Magpul. It's got a super cool logo on the other side. And it is my ghetto super awesome mag coupler. Hey, you!
You didn't use my right pronouns.
Works pretty good. One of the other things I want to bring up that I think everybody needs to do more of, it's hard to do depending on where you get to train at, but I fall victim of it as well, and that is the leisure. Words are hard. Being comfortable on the flat range. It's flat. You're not going to trip for the most part. And if doo-doo really does hit the fan, you're going to trip and fall. That's part of it. Try not to shoot anybody when you fall. That's why the 4 cardinal rules of gun safety are in place. So luckily I have a piece of property that I can train at, and we've got this dried up creek bed, and it's a good place to even though the target is not moving itself, you can still walk up and down it, sprint, do other types of exercises that you can dream up to get used to operating on uneven terrain, stuff like that. So, you know, I don't even have there's trash in here and exercise picked out, but you know, say there's Hamas just landed and their paragliders out of fuel and they're just coming down to get a tank of gas, but along the way they want to wreak havoc and death and dismemberment. So as always, we made a mountain out of a molehill. Guys, don't worry about what you're wearing when you go to train. If you're at an actual milsim event with lots of other people and you're on a team and everybody knows why you're there doing the same thing, it makes sense. Wear all your camo. If you wear camouflage every single day, you'll be better off than the rest of us. But don't let that mindset keep you from the real goal, which is to get better. But just think of it realistically. So at least for me, that's how I think I'd be doing most of my fighting, is in what I got on. Because I really don't want to be doing any fighting. I'm not going to go looking for a fight. And it doesn't make sense for me to have on Cry Precision, all this Gucci camo gear, all decked out because I train in it. And even if I do have time to put it on, I don't have tiny little cry pants for my kids or little tiny plate carriers for my kids and my wife. They'll be in normal civilian clothes, and then I'll be decked out. So who's the fool there? Just food for thought. The training is what matters most, not what you're wearing. So as always, guys, appreciate you stopping by. I know it's been a minute. Finally made it back home. If you think this video and this channel deserve a like and a subscribe, go ahead and smash all the buttons like you always do. And everybody that has been here from the get-go, thanks for supporting us. We're getting close to being able to monetize, which is pretty cool. We're going to upgrade a lot of things, and we got a lot more videos coming up for you. Stay tuned, guys. Remember, always push back. Love you guys. Be safe, and let me know what kind of birds you see out in the wild. Peace out.